Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. President Biden is talking about, I quote, the historic effort to end child poverty through the expanded child tax credit. The president said this can make it possible for a hardworking parent to say to his or her child, honey, we get you can get your braces now. And let's take a look at this article on your screen from CNN, and we'll provide you with the link to all of our resources in the description section below. President Biden touts historic effort to reduce child poverty through the expanded child tax credit. So the way the expanded child tax credit works is it aims to reduce child poverty that can change the lives of working class families. The first monthly installment of the enhanced child tax credit, up to $300 a month for each child under the age of 6 and up to $250 a month for each child aged 6 to 17, arrives in parents' bank accounts this Thursday. Families will receive a total of $3,600 for each child under the age of 6 and $3,000 for each child aged 6 to 17 for 2021. This is for those who qualify. I have done other videos talking about the qualification criteria, and I'll give you more information in this video. I encourage you to check out the description section of this episode of Ignition Time. Half of this money will be paid out in monthly installments between now and December, and the next will come next spring, right around tax day. Now, the vast majority of families, we're talking roughly 39 million households covering 88% of children, will get the credit automatically because they filed 2019 or 2020 returns claiming the credit. Families that file taxes electronically should see payments in their accounts this Thursday, and that payment should appear as Child CTC in your bank account. Yes, you heard that right, Child CTC. Now, those who have not provided their direct deposit information should expect checks in several days. The full enhanced credit will be available for head of households earning $112,500 and joint filers making up to $150,000 a year, after which it begins to phase out. For many families, this credit then plateaus at $2,000 per child and then starts to phase out for single parents earning more than $200,000 or married couples with incomes above $400,000. So this credit is only in effect for the year 2021. So that's what's going on. Now let's hear from the President of the United States talking about the child tax credit. And the President says, I quote, to give you a sense of how transformative this is, this will be the largest ever one-year decrease in child poverty in the history of the United States of America. President Biden is talking about the first expanded child tax credit that starts going out to families this week. Let's roll the tape and hear from President Biden. Let's watch.
And to give you a sense of how transformative this is, this would be the largest ever one-year decrease in child poverty in the history of the United States of America, as we begin now. Historic reductions in child poverty among white, black, and Latinos and AAPI communities. It's not even close. The benefits will be felt for years. Studies have shown that tax relief that helps children, that's okay, don't worry about it. It's okay to let them cry, or her, whichever. That helps children and can lead to better health, better school performance, and better future earnings. In fact, research from Columbia University in New York found that for each dollar this tax cut cost, it returns $8 in benefits down the line. $8 would have to be spent other ways. It's a gigantic help. It's an 8-to-1 return. Your head, your heart, and your budget all lead to the same place. This is the right thing to do, and it's a smart thing to do. Today, these tax cut payments are arriving automatically, but it didn't happen automatically. The result of the work of people who did this, advocating for this for a long, long time. And we finally got it passed the My American Rescue Plan.
Those were comments from the President of the United States. Let's get some more details about the child tax credit payments from Amy Matsui, who's a National Women's Law Center Director of Income Security and Senior Counsel. And she talks about all the things you can expect with the child tax credit. Let's roll the tape and hear from Amy Matsui. Let's watch.
The American Rescue Plan increased the amount of the child tax credit so that it's worth $3,000 per child for children ages 6 to 17, and it's worth $3,600 for children aged newborns to age 6. So for 2021, under the American Rescue Plan, half of the child tax credit amount that a family can get is available through advance payments, and the first of those is going out today. So every month, a payment is going to go to eligible families that's worth a total up to half of the child tax credit amount. When families file their tax returns for the tax year 2021 in early next year, they'll get the remainder of their child tax credit amount.
Getting back to the president, here's what the president also said about the expanded child tax credit. He said, I quote, "It will be one of the things the vice president and I will be most proud of when our terms are up." Let's roll the tape and hear from President Biden. Let's watch.
I believe this is actually a historic day. Historic day in the sense that we continue to build an economy that respects and recognizes the dignity of working class families and middle class families. It's historic, and it's our effort to make another giant step toward ending child poverty in America. I think this will be one of the things that the Vice President and I will be most proud of when our terms are up. Beginning this morning, nearly all working families, that is, people making under $150,000 as families or an individual making under $120,000, $25,000, who have children or raising children in America, they're going to receive their first monthly tax cut payment. That payment from the expanded child tax credit that we signed into law as part of our American Rescue Plan. It's one of the largest ever single tax cuts for families with children. And it's a reflection of our belief that the people of this country who need a tax cut aren't the folks at the top. They've got plenty of tax cuts. They're doing just fine. But it's the people in the middle, the folks who are struggling, who are just looking for a little bit of, my dad would say, a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of breathing room. This has the potential to reduce child poverty in the same way that the Social Security reduced poverty for the elderly.
And just to add some humor to this entire speech from President Biden was actually telling young people in the crowd at the child tax credit event, I quote, "This has got to be boring, boring, boring for you, right? Whoever you're with, they owe you some ice cream or something for this, you know?" And you can see the vice president smiling in the background. Let's roll the tape and hear from President Biden. Let's watch.
For you, anybody under the age of 13, this has got to be boring, boring, boring for you. Right? Well, I tell you what, we ought to work something out here so that when this is over, your parents, your uncles, your aunts, whoever you're with, they owe you some ice cream or something for this, you know?
So let me know what you think of the child tax credit. Do you qualify? I have gone over some of the qualification criteria in this video, and I have done other videos on our channel talking about the child tax credit. Please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. Thank you so much for watching. Also follow me on Twitter. This right here is my Twitter feed. You'll learn more about all the news stories I'm reading, and you'll be able to follow along in real time. Our Twitter handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.